Hello, if you're on, let's see. Let's see. I can have both screens up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and record this because who knows what may come out of it. I always like to repurpose content sometimes, so. And if you are watching live, there we go. If you are watching live, then welcome. It's Friday night art journaling with friends, and unfortunately, I'm here solo. I'm here with myself. Hello, if you're on, let's see. Let's mute that. There we go. So that was a little interesting. That's how long the delay is from when I start to when you guys hear me. So that's always fun. I am just going to clean up my desk to begin with. And I think I'm going to do some color mixing today. I've been playing with gouache all month. I'm really a fan of the acrylic gouache, which I do carry in my store, aworkofheart.com. If you need to pick up, I have a few sets there, and then I created some triads that I like. So some individual, hi Lucy, and then hello from North Carolina. So anyway, I'm just working with gouache this month, still in July for another 10 days or so and beyond, because I'm loving it, especially the acrylic gouache. The watercolor gouache, I may go back to, here and there, but I am really a fan of the acrylic. So here's the spread I did earlier, and I didn't finish it. So maybe I will start the evening by finishing this and then cleaning off my desk like I started. There we go. This is how it goes. I start thinking I'm going to do one thing and then shift gears and do another. I'm going to turn some music on because I don't want to do this in silence. And I'm not going to just chitter chatter throughout because I don't like doing that. So,
Critical battery, please charge.
Well, maybe not that. Maybe I'll play it on my phone. So there we go. I may put my headphones on, but we'll see if that works. So I think I'm going to finish. If you have any questions at all, I can see the chat so I can answer questions if I see them. It almost looks like skin tone. I didn't mean for it to. on an empty ocean. No more room for you. For you. I know, right? Isn't that fun? I love how funky they are on the edges. And Jay, I forget, is that Jennifer? I know you're around all the time. You're in all kinds of things with me, and I just cannot remember. I'm so sorry. But tell me in the chat so I can tell you the right name. It's funny, I can't seem to have it loud enough when I have headphones on, but when it's coming out of a speaker in my room, it can be too loud because it's coming from a direction, I think. I just love how opaque this stuff is. And then Joy, thank you. And then I just dip my brush in water, and it, like, I don't know, it gets all silty, but it smooths out and it's self-leveling and it's totally opaque. So I can cover up the text on these catalog pages and then just have some really fun backgrounds to use. So you can see how opaque it is. It can go right over that black. Sometimes when I dry it, I find, depending on the paper, that it will sometimes soak in to the paper and make it not as opaque, but a second layer usually makes it really good. The music is really loud. I think I'm just not gonna. I think I'm just gonna turn the music down.
So I was saying I didn't have a friend tonight if you didn't come on right at the beginning. But I will have a friend next week. And I think I'd like to continue doing this on Friday nights, even beyond July. But I know that the first week in August, I'm going to be up in Oregon. So I'm not sure if that Friday night will work. But anyway, I will keep adding these in as I can in the future. If you have a document camera, so you could do this at the same time and you want to come on with me and be my friend and we can chat during one of these sessions, just let me know. Because I am totally open to somebody saying that they want to come on. One of my Watch.Learn.Play people, let's just say that, any of my Watch.Learn.Play people, if you want to come on, if you have a document camera and you want to come on and chat with me while we do this live on a Friday night, let me know. So I'm trying to decide what I want to go over this with, and I think I'm going to use some watercolor pencil. And mainly because I have such a wide variety of colors. I treated myself one year for my birthday and got myself the 120 set of the Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, and I treasure it. But they are certainly not getting used nearly enough. So I like to bring them out and use them. Next month, the feature is going to be pastels. And by pastels, both soft pastels, which would be like your chalk pastels, and oil pastels, wax pastels. So that would be like wax crayons. I'm going to use a really loose interpretation of the term pastels. So, or a broad, sorry, it's going to be a broad interpretation. So you're going to see some things that maybe you don't think of as pastels, but we're going to explore them in the month of August in Watch.Learn.Play, which opens its doors August 1st, by the way. If not sooner, I'm really, really hoping I can have a pre-release. I've got all my elves working on it. All right, so I'm just adding watercolor pencil to this to add a little more dimension. And then I think I really want more black in this, actually, even more than the watercolor pencil. So I have this dual tip. This is a Tombow dual tip brush marker, and one end has black and the other end has gray. And I like this for doing things like outlining and then coming back and adding a shadow or a drop shadow, because the gray makes it really easy to just pop that in. So
Well, I didn't announce that I was going to be on like I did last week, except to the people that are in my challenge. And I did not send a reminder. Boy, it's been a busy day today. So I am really appreciative of those who are here with me live, but the replay, thanks for watching the replay. I'll be on for another 40 minutes. So if you hop on, put something in the chat so that I can see that you're here, because I'm not paying much attention to anything except I'm glancing over at the chat every once in a while to see if anybody's saying anything. Oh, I'm so glad you found me, Susan. Yeah, I didn't put a notification up on Instagram like I have in the past because I had a last minute change of plans. Not last minute change of plans, but anyway. I just didn't. I don't need to make any excuse. It's so funny. But I'm glad you found me, and I'm glad you're here, Susan. So I'm just finishing up a page that I started earlier today with my Watch.Learn.Play membership. We were working with the radial composition. Each month in my monthly class with my membership, we focus on a different composition style. And this month it was radial. So we looked at radial composition in nature and use that as our inspiration. Perfect, Joy. That's what I was hoping everybody would do and just come look for me on YouTube. So what I was hoping would be that it would get me maybe some new subscribers, and it would also encourage me to start posting more stuff on YouTube because I've had my account forever and I have always wanted to go live on it, but just never made a plan to do it. So this was me making a plan to do it. So if I'm getting quiet, it's because I took the music off my phone and put it in my ears. So I hope you guys are listening to music wherever you are creating. I am still loving my Emily King playlist. So that's what I'm listening to. Oh, it's not showing on your iPad. Oh, sorry. Even when I'm quilting, oh, no music while you work, can't concentrate. Interesting, Joy. I'm almost the opposite. I can't focus when I don't have music in my ears. Lucy, I'm so glad you found it. I was just saying I'm not on with a friend this time except you guys. So chat at me. I'm just here and I'm glancing over at the chat. Oh boy, that's almost exactly the same color. You can't see it on there. We would call that a quiet conversation. My art mentor, Nicholas Wilton, in his Creative Visionary program, has a concept that he calls the quiet conversation. And that's like that tone on tone. It's interesting, but it's not super loud and there's not a lot of contrast between value or hue.
There's something about working to music, especially if the beat is just right, that I find so enjoyable. I don't know, it's like almost euphoric. And I think that it's because the beat will, like, my movement can be with the beat, and I don't know, like there's something it's really enjoyable about that. Last Friday night, I was in Colorado with Manette and Allie, and that was so much fun. Yeah, it was fun working with It was fun working with friends. That whole weekend was super fun. Oh my goodness, that bookstore in Estes Park in general, so gorgeous. I would love to do a retreat there. It's a bit of a schlep to get there, but it is so worth it. I can't wait to explore Oregon City for things like that too, so we can have fun experiences. Right, these Thule Art acrylic paint pens, I am a fan, and sadly so, because in my store I carry the Posca paint markers, and I have a ton of them. But I'm also budget conscious, and Poscas don't come in all the colors, so all right, I'm kind of getting bored with this, so just this, not you guys. Just getting bored with this. So I'm gonna turn the page, and
I was thinking of doing some color mixing, color matching. This is my July so far. This was week 1. And I don't have a lot of these pages done yet, but it's magazine paper or catalog paper, so it'll be fun to fill up. And that was week 2. And that was this last week. And then there's some other, that was from today. That was from one of the other weeks. And that was from this week. And there's another more from this week. So it's been really fun working under the influence in here. And then ending up having the background on the pages like this. So I can keep working on those. Oh, thank you, Joy. Just got a new catalog, a new Gudrun catalog. I love these colors. Right? I just had fun picking. The colors are so fun this month, or this catalog season. And so I was doing a magazine paper collage at the library today. We have some gigs at the library, and this is for the teen program. And we made a zine, a one-page zine, like I do with you guys. And we just did cut magazine collage on it. So clearly I was not done with that yet. And man, those kids really took to it. They had so much, I mean, their pages looked really cool. They were absolutely silent. They did not talk at all. And it was what it was. And so I wanted to do a little bit more in my journal. And then this is a great start for a page if I just don't know where to start. When I come to this, if I want to play around with color mixing and see if I can use my supplies to match or coordinate with these magazine page things. It's always a fun exercise to see if you can get your colors to if you can mix colors to match something. And because gouache, this is another thing that I'm really enjoying about it. The acrylic gouache is not color shifting. So when you paint it down and it's wet, it's the same color, the same hue, the same value, all of that. It's the same when it's dry. So it doesn't shift. Or at least the whole bind that I use is like that. Oh, I'll have to show you too. Before I get off, I'll show you. I've been really wanting a phone case that is canvas. And so I started version 1.0. I always take several stabs at these. So I've got my first version going, and I'm using bookboard and covering it with painted canvas, just raw painted canvas. I guess it's not really raw, it was primed, but yeah. So this, let's see. This is the cover. So I still need to paint more on that. It just has a beginning to it, but I'm just trying to figure out how to not how to, I know how to, but how much of an overlap I want here. So that's what it has me hesitating on the next step. Which I'm not doing tonight because I'm working in my journal tonight, because it's living in your journal, not building a phone case for Andrea. There you go. There's my ADHD. All right.
Use tonight's page. Oh, I love that. Yes, vermilion and white gouache does make just a really, really, really sweet color. It's that vermilion and then viridian. Must be the V's. Viridian tinted with white, I'm in love with. And vermilion. All right. Bye, Lucy. Have a good weekend. Yeah, viridian. I am a fan. Okay, so this blade proof white is essentially would make something like gouache because it's opaque, it's matte. This is a water-based product, it's waterproof. It will re-wet, so it's watercolor. And then I used watercolor pencils. Ooh. Hooker's green. I'd say that's a very blue green. Hooker's green. It's really minty. When it tints down, it's a very cool green. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up. It's been about an hour. And I'm not going to start another thing because I'm going to finish in 2 minutes anyway. So thank you guys so much for being on with me. It was nice knowing I wasn't here totally alone. Next week, I will be back. Same time, same place. And I have a friend lined up for next week. So see ya. Bye.